Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Those defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
I think that's a signal that this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. Into the red zone. Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing is Wentz. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run here with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage at 41 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rodgers now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown! Jose DeGuara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would never envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. pretty wild first quarter. 21. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Packers at 11-1 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Watson complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 17-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Running right, here's Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. With the Bucks offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Wentz's throw complete to Otten. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Wentz. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Wentz, Otten brings it in over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked dunk by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
On second down, Dillon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. This is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucks are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Dillon on the inside give. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A jet sweep, Doubs. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. About a ½ yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Wentz now on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz. And down he goes. He's second back right around the 41-yard line. Trey Walker able to put it into that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Wentz. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, now Rodgers. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devontae Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kingsley Edenberry in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked